support do you offer?
Basically, mental health psychosocial support. We go out there and talk to people.
Yes.
Everybody is going through something, but do they share it? The problems, do they talk? And do they reach out to the support that is there? Most of us don't do it.
Yeah.
And it just keeps on eating you up. And then all of a sudden, like you said,
Yes.
somebody's not there.
Yeah.
But the signs were always there. We were seeing all the red flags, but we are not pointing out exactly what is going on. And then after the funeral, that it becomes like,
Yes.
kumbe. But we saw it, and when you're talking in that funeral, people were saying, "Oh, that's why she was doing this. That's why he was doing this. I'm sorry I didn't come out earlier. I wish I could have done it, but it's too late.
It's too late.
Yeah. Now we have to bury someone who we could have helped and support, only to be there. You don't have to give them much. All you have to do is be a friend and just be next to them and tell them, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
You need to talk to me, I'm here for you. And most of us in our cultures, let's say our Mombasa culture,
Yes.
what do we do most of the time? When we go somewhere, we want to take control of that situation. We want to be seen. And so many people that are going through that, they don't want that.
Yeah.
They want you to go there and just, at times, sit. Just sit
Yeah.
and listen and just be there. They don't have to talk whatever they are going through. But when you're there, they know you're there for support.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything at times. Just hold them. Just be there. Tell them I'm here.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, let's understand. I know so many people know what suicide is,
Yes.
but let's just say it one more time.
Mm-hmm.
We need to say it over and over
Yeah, we do.
until we understand. What is suicide?
Basically, someone is voluntarily taking their own life and ending it. Yeah? And this one, it's not, sometimes it's something they have to carry it out. And at times it's something people have said it to you. I want to end it. I'm tired. I'm a burden. These are the things they say every day.
Oh.
I'm disappointed in my life. And then what they do, they act on it. And this is ending their life by taking their own. They can do it in so many other ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are so many ways. People take belts. People go out. People now, there are so many chemicals people use and take their own life, which is sad. And it reaches a point in this life that somebody is so depressed. And we see them. But what do we do?
How does it start?
It starts. Do you see baby steps? And that's where it starts. Because you get burnouts. When you start getting burnouts, when you're working, when you're doing something, and it doesn't give you that pleasure anymore. When you're getting burnout and you come to a stage, it's called depression.
Yeah.
When you're in a depression stage, you start doing all those things. You start isolating yourself. You don't go out as much as you do. You don't talk to people as much as you do. And you start sleeping so much.
Yeah.
Those are the things you didn't used to do. And that stage, it's a very dark place. And people see these things. And then the next thing, you don't have friends to communicate to. People say, siku hizi huyu hataki kuongea na watu, but you don't know what they're going through. You never asked. And the next thing you know, that bahari of ours is being used so many times. I hate it when I pass that road. And I said somebody jumped. The Kilifi when somebody jumped. And for me, it's personally. Because I lost a very young cousin, a nephew of mine, through suicide.
Oh,
and it's still
sorry.
eating me up. Because this young man, we could have supported, we could have helped, we could have given all the tools that they can say, okay, let me live. I'm too young to take my own life.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry about your loss.
Thank you so much.
And you have mentioned the Bahari.
Yeah.
We heard of a story of a tuk-tuk man.
Yeah.
Alikuwa tu hapo na wateja and then parked on the roadside and then he jumped.
All we had to do maybe is start a conversation with this young tuk-tuk man. All those people he was carrying himself and nobody knew. But if you start something, it's an entry point. How are you today? Because if a tuk-tuk man, I bought a tuk-tuk this morning, the first thing I told him, habari of subuhi. That's an entry point.
Oh my
And then
God.
all of a sudden, somebody start to open up to you. Unaenda wapi? You know, that small conversation. Ukishuka, thank you, nimefika.
Yes.
A small word, but this man felt, feel valued. Kumbe this work I'm doing is important. People see it.
Yes.
Yeah. That young man didn't have to die. All those people taking their lives, they don't have to take their own life. There's support out here. Just reach out.
I want to talk about so most times, and I think it's the fear.
Yeah.
Is it okay for somebody to ask? So if I see Emmanuel and I feel like Emmanuel is withdrawn, he's feeling withdrawn,
Yeah.
he sleeps a lot. He's not the Emmanuel that I used to know. There's a change, and we notice there's changes.
Yeah.
We do notice when somebody is withdrawing.
We do.
If a friend is withdrawing, if a family member is pulling away, we notice. But then we don't ask, or we are scared. Or even when we talk about it with somebody else except Emmanuel. Is it okay to just go to Emmanuel and say, are you thinking of killing yourself?
Are you okay? That's the word.
Okay.
Yes. How are you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Somebody opens up when you ask a question like that. How are you feeling today? How, not what. When you ask the what question is a short question.
Yeah.
Nobody opens up. How are you doing today? How are you feeling today? I'm noticing you're not yourself. You used to do 1, 2, 3. What's happened? How are you? Are you okay, my friend?
Yes.
Talk to me. But the thing you said, people talk to others, which is when it reaches to him, it becomes, okay, now they're talking about me.
Yes.
I'm not the same person. Emmanuel will change to the extent the way he dresses too will change. Even the showers will not be showers anymore. He'll be taking 1 per week. Who will know? You have to ask, where is Emmanuel today? He's supposed to be here by 8:30. Please call out. Is he okay? Oh, ni matatu imenichelewesha ama ni gari I'm fine, I'm coming. You've reached out. He'll feel somebody cares. That care for carers. You are working here as a unit.
Yes.
You have to know where Emmanuel stays.
Yeah.
You have to know where Angela stays.
Yeah.
You have to know where the rest of the team stays. So anything happens, you can contact, you can follow up. But do we do that?
No.
When we eat together, we finish together, it's done.
Yeah.
If I can ask him, Emmanuel and Angela here today, how many people in this office that you're working with, you know where they live? Do you know their places?
No.
That should tell you something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We care more about ourselves.
Yes. You have to care about this community for you to support each other.
What
and you'll
signs?
start noticing the signs. Emmanuel will not be coming to work as regularly as he used to be. He'll come today and then disappear for a few days. You'll be calling his phone, he'll not be picking. You'll send messages, he'll not be texting back. What's happening? You'll start calling the parents and friends. Missy Jamuon, I saw him last week, this week. Meaning what? Everybody's doing their hustle, forgetting this guy is draining somewhere. He's going down the dark road. Even the relationship, maybe that it has failed. Do you guys know that the relationship has failed? No. He's doing it on his own. And he's saying, I don't even have support at the place I work. This is where he spends most of his time. There should be a bond here.
Yeah.
There should be a very big support here.
Yeah.
So that he knows if I go home, I'm okay. My friends, my workmates who are with me 100%. I'm loved. They care.
So you've talked about the signs to look out for our colleagues.
Yes.
Let's get into relationships. We see people commit suicide. This is somebody who's married, okay? And you've been with this person for over 10 years. And one morning you wake up and they're gone. And they're gone because they took their own life.
And it's sad.
How does that happen? Somebody that I've been with for a good period of time wakes up and texts.
They can't take it anymore.
How did I miss that?
You didn't miss it. You saw the signs, but you didn't take them seriously.
Okay.
And that's what we do. We don't take things seriously. Even your own friends, they do post something. Do you see memes? They post them there. Emojis? They post them there. And even your own friends start talking about what? Dying, killing, doing what? But do you take it seriously? No. You just comment, eh? And the comments that you get young people do these days are horrible. I don't know which schools you went,
We don't
but
have
I'm
empathy.
sorry, you don't have empathy. People just say, kill yourself.
Yeah.
Seriously. Nenda, kwani. What are you telling that person? They are going to... Seriously, you don't know what they're going... When you say something like that, it tears them apart. Some people reach out on social medias so that they can get help.
And that is so true.
Yes. But what do? We don't do it. Just comment and say, please, if you need help, there's a counseling number here. Please reach out.
Yes.
Don't take it. And when you say somebody you've been with them for 10 years, that's a decade.
Yes.
And one day, they do it.
How do we miss that?
You didn't miss it. But this person started falling out of love. They were not happy anymore. You're not taking, maybe you are taking them for granted. They'll have to do things and they're not happy. But when they try to tell you, it's like, tutaishi, tutaendelea. This is our marriage. We have to fight for it. If somebody is not happy and they've shared, please listen. What can we do to better this? And the separation is the hardest when somebody say, listen, I'm done. And you don't want to accept that this person is done. Because the signs were there. He can't do it anymore. It doesn't mean he doesn't want to be a parent anymore. It means this marriage between us, it's not
done.
working. Accept it. But do we do that? And this person, if it's a young man like Emmanuel, has been with a person for, he goes talk to another man. What are the expectation that man will support Emmanuel?
Yeah.
He won't. He'll tell, Emmanuel, but nini bwana, don't, unashindwa na ndoa. Those are the things that we say. We don't know where he's coming from. But that's what we do. And when he doesn't get support from his own men, friends, and others, what do you think he'll do?
Yeah. He feels, I'm all alone.
Alone, isolated. I'm trying to tell people, listen,
Yeah.
It's not for me. Can we maybe separate? Let's do this. This person, he comes home, is not eating anymore. The food that you've made, there's not that bonding anymore. And these days, I've had people sleep in separate rooms. There's not that intimacy anymore. There's not that touching anymore. Listen.
Why are we even there in the first place?
I'm saying it saddens me that people have to do this to each other. Like, if we can't talk, let's find somebody who can support us professionally and get to the bottom of this. Reach out. There are counselors out there that are doing very good work that if I refer you to, you can get the help that Emmanuel won't have to do this. Angela doesn't have to do this. Most of the time, he's done. He's out. He's committed suicide. Think about the young ones who are left behind. And this is generational. You see, these young people saw their dad taking his life.
Yeah.
One or two of them will try the same thing.
Oh.
It comes down to the young ones because they are vulnerable right now. And we've counseled people that a mother who has taken their life and a sister in the same house did the same. And this young woman was very brave to say, I've gone through this, I need help. I lost my mom through suicide.
Yeah. I
lost my sister through suicide. The same house, you can imagine.
We're talking to Clemencia Nyambura, and she is a mental health psychosocial support professional. And September is National Suicide Prevention Month. And this is something that we shouldn't just talk about in September.
Yeah.
Because it's happening. Clemencia, what should I look out for? What should I do if someone around me is struggling with suicide or contemplating? Because we have people who make comments and say, and they're very subtle, like, I'm so tired. I'm just tired, you know? And another person says, I cannot do this anymore.
It is hard.
Yes, this is so, life is hard.
Yeah.
And even in a marriage setup or even in your relationships, you feel like, I'm so tired, I'm fed up. I feel like I'm taking on too much. Kwa hii familia. What should I do if someone around me is contemplating or making such comments?
Okay. The first thing I'll say, when somebody is struggling with that suicidal thoughts,
Yes.
those are suicidal thoughts. The first thing we should do, just reach out to a very trusted person who can listen to. It can be a family member that listens, and emotionally they can support you. That's the first thing you can do.
Okay.
And most of the time we tell people, young people, look, a crisis plan is very important. When you have your crisis plan, a box that you can check, that I can reach out. You are sure that when you reach out, they can support you.
What's a crisis plan?
A crisis plan is something that you put on. There's a number you can put. There's a friend's number. There's a place you can go that is safe.
Yes.
That you can realize if you go to that place, it can be even in your own house, but it's a different room that you feel safe, that you cannot be thinking of those suicide thoughts. When you let's say you are here, you say, okay, let me reach out to a friend, and they tell you, please come to my place. And you go there, and they are there with you. Those suicidal thoughts, they'll not go away, but they'll be there supporting you emotionally.
Good.
That you'll not be thinking of acting out and doing it. Another thing, reach out to a crisis counselor, trauma counselor. The counselors are there. I think it's the numbers. People don't know. But I think Red Cross has been very, very, very active on putting numbers of, if even telephoning of counselors to help support. But I don't know. We can't reach everybody. But just reach out. Another thing, be compassion when somebody is talking to you.
Yeah.
Empathy when you say it.
Yes.
Listen and guide them. Don't guide them and don't tell them what to do. Just listen. Just be there with them.
And listening is very important.
Yes.
Because most times we listen to guide. You tell, no, seriously. Attempts to just want you to listen to me.
Yeah.
Let me let out. But now when I come to you, Emmanuel, and I'm venting, I say this and this and this, and then Emmanuel pia already akona ile kurebuttal.
Narukia tu.
Unarukia unasema.
Hiyo ni hivi.
Yes. Ama Emmanuel pia sasa akona shida kubwa kushinda yangu sasa pia.
Nianza kukuambia basi acha hiyo yako sasa.
Yes.
Mimi ndio nimefanyika.
Yes.
Now Emmanuel is not even helping you.
Now he becomes the problem.
We are saying he's doing more harm than good to you.
Yes.
You're supposed to be active listeners, meaning I'm here for you. I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Actively listening to every word. I'm supposed, for example, Emmanuel is sitting here. Just turn kidogo. Emmanuel is here. I'll have to turn to Emmanuel.
Yes.
Look at him like this.
Yes.
I'm seated. I'm
Yes.
active.
Yes.
I'm looking at Emmanuel. And I'm saying, I'm here for you. Now, when I'm near him, I'll actually hear everything that he's saying.
Yes.
I will not have to interrupt him.
Wow.
If I interrupt Emmanuel, he'll not open up again. So what will I do? For the next 45 minutes, as a professional counselor, what will I do? Sit and listen.
Hey,
Oh, Emmanuel, this is your chance.
sit and listen.
Sit and listen. And you'll be able to hear where he's saying, what he's here, what he's feeling, where he's going, what everything that will come out of Emmanuel,
Yes.
it will be not pushed, not forced, not interrupted. Now he'll tell you everything in the next 45 minutes. All I have to say, okay, Emmanuel, where do you want me to start? That you've shared this. All this is coming from you. Where do you want us to start?
I think
That is active listening.
Yes.
Active listening.
Because-
What we have to do when you're doing active listening,
Keep quiet. Stop talking.
big ears.
There's a verse that I repeat over and over again. Be slow to speak, slow to anger, quick to listen. Learn how to just shut your mouth.
And if you don't have anything to say, be
Don't
silent.
say it. Hey,
yeah.
it's not difficult.
The question that I had has been answered because
Thank you.
she has been repeating on just the serious part. So I was like, now Miriam yuko hapa lakini yani nikuwe serious vipi kumuelewa. Sasa ndio naielewa hiyo ya kwamba ni keti, ni kuangalie, ni kusikize.
Yes.
Ile attention to.
And eye contact
Yeah.
is important.
Very.
Get off your phone. Just I'm not asking for too much.
And at times we say, if somebody just go in a very public place, that those suicidal thoughts will not be there for you. There's a library, there's a space of friend's house. That places you can't act out. Call them out so they can come. And nikiwapa people will see what I'm trying to do. So I won't do it. Yes. And they'll feel, okay, now I'm somewhere comfortable. They feel comfortable and different where they're somewhere else. Even in someone else's house.
So it's upon us to create an environment
which is very conducive, which is safe, which is what I'm saying. If I come to you, have an issue, just be there. If I come to your house, tell me if you want me. There's tea, there's what, there's a place to sleep. Just go there. If that person wants to come and take a nap, let them take that nap, because they know they are safe at your place.
Oh
yes.
What if I'll still go back to the families?
Yes.
And again, I've stayed with this person for 10 years. I don't know why I love 10 years. I feel like a decade is too long, you know? And each and every time my partner comes and they're trying to communicate, we rebuttal. We're like, oh, but you did this and this and this. Oh, I did this and this. And then they start withdrawing. Now, even in withdrawing, instead of saying, what's going on? I say, squeezy niongeleshi, squeezy. You know, it's very chaotic. How do we create an environment in our homes where our partners can come and openly just speak? How do we create a space where they trust us enough to let out?
The first thing you do when you met, how did you communicate? Why does it have to change?
Alinitumia pesa.
Money is not everything in a relationship. We tell people every day.
Yeah.
Even if they send you money, do you know what kind of work they do?
Yeah.
Do you know where they work? Do you know the bustle and hustle of that workplace that they go every day? Because when they come home, they want to be free and let out and be, I can come here and do anything. You know, our homes is like, and put my legs anywhere and be okay. But they come home, you're moody, you're not talking, just because maybe the money was not enough. Yeah, just because small things that pile up. And for us women or young women these days in relationships, what do? We never forgive. When you are having an issue, the last years, the 2 years, it comes back.
We will remind you about
Remind you and what kind of a lesser man Emmanuel is.
Utakumbuka what you did 5 years ago.
Yes, and people outside have to know that today, hapa kumewaka moto. So people are looking at Emmanuel akitoka usubuhi. Oh, there was a battle in that. And you know, their neighbors will wanaitwa?
Yes.
111, 104, whatever, piki poster.
Yes.
Hawakulala. An environment which is safe. That when he comes in, he can go shower, sit down and talk to you about the workplace. Or, the first thing, the entry point is the communication. How was your day? Do we say it enough? We don't.
No, we don't.
We don't ask them. Do they ask us?
I ask you guys every morning.
That is very important. Yes. How was your day? How was work? We don't do it anymore. We are taking everything for granted. This person is mine. Ataenda wapi?
Oh.
That one, in a few years, gives you a lot of issues and problems. Angela ni wangu, where will she go? She's mine.
Yeah.
So there's no that small things we used to say. Thank you, asante, for that small food that you've made. Thank you for cleaning. Hakuna tena. So anakuja kazini kuko very hectic. Anakuja nyumbani very hostile.
Oh.
Where will
there's no safe space.
No safe space. And this is when somebody start using what? Drugs and substances. They rather go to a bar, sit there for 2 to 3 hours, have their own beer.
Talk to that bottle.
The bottle. Because they say the bottle doesn't talk back.
Yes.
And then go home. 4 to 3 hours.
So by the time
the other thing is the phone is pap, pap, pap. You want to know where they are. Every time you're not giving these people space. Text message. People can be texting him to go kazini 10 to 15 to 20 messages a day from a partner.
What are you doing? Ni.
After that, show me where you are. Video call. What are you? He's working. What do you want him to show you? Oh, ladies, it's that we are saying the relationship. If they are not safe, get out.
Say that again, please. I need you to say that again.
If the relationships are not safe, just get out. Tell them I'm done. Because all of you young people right now, you are in a very hostile relationships. And you say you love each other. There's fights, there's what, and then there's the makeup. There's the blocking and everything, and then there's the opening up and the making up. It takes a toll on everyone's mental health when you do the repetitions. It reaches a point people say it's enough. How do you move forward in a hostile relationship? How do you move forward when somebody is always demanding of you and they're not keeping you're not asking every day what do you do?
You would rather get out. There's something I do with my daughter, and it's every evening we speak, because I know at around 7:30 she's having her dinner. And when I call, my first thing is, how's your day, mama? And she's 9. And she'll tell me about her day, but I go deeper and I say, what made you happy today? And I say, what made you sad? Okay?
And they share.
And she shares.
Yes.
So most of the time, and then after she shares, I listen, and then now she'll say, mommy, and then now she'll highlight everything that happened. But yesterday, before she could highlight, she said, mommy, how was your day?
I like that.
And
the
mommy,
sound
what
of that.
made you sad?
Yes.
And I just my heart melted.
Because what are you doing?
Yes,
you
I'm
are putting
out.
and are connecting to the family the problem-solving skills you're giving to this young girl.
And
those are skills that you're giving her.
You see, she does not. She's 9.
Yes.
But when she asked me that, I realized nobody had asked me how my day was.
Yeah.
She did.
Imagine.
I let it out in the best possible way. There was a smile on my face later
you're
on.
putting the mechanisms already every day, and she'll continue doing that. Yes.
I have a question for you. I'm still getting chills. So I'm getting
before you ask me that question, there's cultural and religious beliefs that encourage connecting with help and seeking help.
Okay.
It can be Muslim based. It can be any other that will support and give the purpose so the person can be stronger and know where to get help.
Oh, so now in the cultural setup.
Yes.
We let's talk about that. But a listener is asking.
Yes.
I think you'll answer that together with this.
Yes.
My question is, how does one get back on their feet after surviving an attempt? That's from a listener.
It's very important you get the professional help. You can't do it alone. And the family has to be there for you. You have to have a community or family members that will support you. But professional help is very important. Go to a counselor that you can have sessions. Even if you are done with the sessions, at times it reaches even to medication, antidepressant, which it's so sad for young people to reach there. You have at times they go even to the extent of seeing a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
But is that help that you need? The mechanism has to be there for all that to support you. And literally, slowly by slowly, you'll get there. But you have to have people who are trained to help you to get that support. Yeah. It's sad, mostly in Mombasa, in other counties, people take for granted that counselors are there to support, and they don't invest in counselors that I want to see a professional counselor. This person, you have to pay them to give you that support, even little that you have. And others, we do pro bono. Pro bono meaning we are out there reaching out. Yes. Just come to us. We don't need you to pay us. Just come. It will be very private and confidential. Nothing goes out there.
Now let's talk about the cultural support.
Yes. Do we have it?
Do we?
We don't. Do we?
I doubt.
Emmanuel is doubting. I don't know how our cultures used to do it, but remember back then there were no
Yeah.
suicide back then
Yeah.
like now.
Yeah.
WHO right now we have 700,000 people dying by suicide.
Oh my God.
Let's say 4 out of those are males. Our men are dying. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to reach out. They don't know how to talk because the society and the culture, a man is not supposed to do what? To cry.
Yeah.
Their feelings has to be where?
Suppressed.
Suppressed. You don't have to show it. Because when you show it, you become?
Weak.
They are saying it. Not me. And this is the
The society.
perceive.
Perception.
Yeah, perception that men are strong.
Yeah.
Men are, they're supposed to be family carers. Men are supposed to give. Men are supposed to. They are not supposed to. They have feelings like the women who have feelings. Why don't we support our men?
How should
we
support?
demand more from them than
Yes.
what we demand from women. And it's sad. Because imagine this year alone in suicide, we have more than, the ages are 15 to 24
Oh no.
that we are losing every day. And from January to, in September.
Yeah.
Other ages is 35 to 45. And another age is 64. Men dying at 64. Other shooting themselves. They have everything. But what are they? They don't have the outlet. They have big houses. It's not ati ni Emmanuel peke yake yuko chini ni maskini ama nini.
Yeah.
It's everyone, even up there, with all the social class and everything.
How do I create a safe space for the man around me? And by the man around me, I mean Emmanuel, who is my colleague, my brother, my husband, my son. How do I create an environment for them to be able to let out and feel safe?
It all depends. What I'm saying is talk. Make sure, tell them if you come to me, I'll be here for you. You have to be there and listen. You have to be compassionate. You have to have empathy. You have to listen. And these young men out there are going through so much. Even your husband is going through so much. The first thing, the social media and the phones are creating havoc in houses right now. Because you guys want to have your husband's passwords. I don't even know mine. I don't care. It's his phone. I don't have to pick it. Why should I know what is in there? If he respects me enough, he'll tell me. But what I'm saying, it's not mine. It's his. It's Emmanuel's phone. I don't have to get in there and start things which will create what? War. Respect is earned. You give him respect, they'll come to you. That safe place. If I go home, I call my wife, she'll be there for me. She'll tell me, listen, are you okay? Uko kwa matatu? Yes, okay. I'll be there in 20 minutes. I remember growing up, your father is coming, you're all running to him and carrying that. Do we do that anymore? No way. We are taking, he's the husband, he's coming from work, he has to bring this, and you tell him what to bring at times. You're tired, you don't want to cook. Are we not saying these things?
Yeah, we are.
The first thing is thinking, I want to go home and relax. You're telling him, skiza ingia sokoni before you come home.
Oh my.
You're giving him another work to do. Na maybe kazini amekuwa na shida nyingi. Kuna project alikuwa ameambiwa ifanyike. He's done it, kuna hii. The boss wanted this. Everybody was on him on that day. And you're giving him another monkey to carry. Ingia sokoni. And at times when somebody brings these things, instead of appreciating, say thank you. Mbona umeleta hii? Did I send you this? Ukuona text message?
Oh my.
We are saying if you want to create a place that you gays, you can go and talk. It doesn't sometimes have to be in your own house. Date each other, go out, share. Uko nje, you'll give each other respect. This is when you are out in a very cozy place that let's talk. And your bedroom is not a place to talk, yeah? Remember that.
Oh.
Yes. You take him out. Share with him, okay, what is going...
take him out.
Yes.
Say it again.
You take him out. He's been doing it. Why don't you take him out and give him that appreciation and tell him, let's talk about things. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3. And there are so many other people around that don't know you. This is a place maybe he'll open up and say, listen, I've been trying to tell you 1, 2, 3, 4. Please, what are we going to do about it? And if somebody says, give me space, give me time, give me a place that I can, and then I'll talk to you, give him that time. Please, give him that space. People will say, we are not separating, but can I get space?
Space, Clemencia. We see it on social media a lot. When he says he needs space, it means in our perception is he's leaving.
Yeah.
Oh, uko na nani? Why are you asking for space? You know, we're in this together. Why can we not talk about it?
It's like a covenant.
Yes.
But at times give them that space to be ready to come and share with you. Maybe he's not ready to share whatever that day. But when he asks for that space, it's okay. When you're ready to come and share it with me, I'll be here. You are giving that safe place that when he's ready, he'll come and talk it to you. And he will do it. Because what you did was, I'm here for you. Just tell me when you're ready. And when he says, please, not today, can we do something else? Today I want to just be with you here, maybe have a drink, maybe have dinner, and then let's go home.
Yeah.
But what do? We create drama wherever we go. Kwa nini hutaki kuniambia? You're trying to force it out. When somebody is not ready to share, don't let them share. Because it will be ugly. And you'll not like that.
I'm getting chills. What? This is what we call the hard truth.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those things you've said, I've done them. You know?
You're not alone.
I'm not alone.
Yes.
I'm not alone.
It's the normal reaction
Yes.
to an abnormal thing. So, it's the normal reaction. People react that way.
Oh my goodness. It is it's a Thursday. And today we're talking about mental health, and what we've been handling is suicide, because September is National Suicide Prevention Month. And we do agree that it is a conversation that we need to have over and over. And what I like is when you were speaking, Emmanuel and comes were responding without you even saying, they're completing your sentences.
Yeah. Because I think they've been there.
Yes.
They have experienced it. But what they were never given a chance to share. And this is the platform today.
Yes.
Oh.
And safety means staying away from weapons and medication. Possible methods of suicide.
Weapon and medication.
Yes.
Clemencia, what's your last word as we wrap up?
My last word today is do something that relaxes you. Listen to music. A favorite food or beverage that even photos from Kitambo, those mean something. You see a photo and your dad and your family and your friends and you say, this was the time.
Yeah.
Videos of people that you've been around with. Love. You feel calmer when you're loved. So when you're addressing suicidal thoughts, it can take time. But professional help, it's very important. We can sit here paka kesho. But what we are seeing, get notice. Notice the signs, the hopelessness, the isolation, the depression. All those red flags are there. Because the insomnias, people don't sleep well. get that sleep. 8 hours to 9. Sleep well. Everything has see nini, is it a journey? Kila kitu si haraka. What we are saying, take care of each other. We are saying care for carers. Take care of each other, which is very, very important.
How can people reach you?
They can reach me at my number,
Yeah.
072-1345-09. Or they can contact Kenya Red Cross. My team is there. They can call me.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm at the regional board of Kenya Red Cross right now. When I travel, I've been in Tana River for the last 4 to 5 months talking about mental health. And these people are living in the camps. You can see the trauma and the giving up that is there. And people say enough is enough. And we are losing even professional people right now. Teachers take in suicide, which is sad. And young people, when they are there, we are talking to them, they're like, I'm telling them drug and substance abuse is not the right way to go. It's not. Because whatever we have right now, this munajita Generation Z, I'm telling you, they don't have the perseverance, the resilience of going through heartbreaks, of going through separation. Because the first thing they'll do, those rooms that you're putting your Ring camera and doing your, that is your safe place. And it's not safe.
It's not.
It's not safe. The young people, I'm telling you, just reach out. I like to do the normal thing. The one-on-one, it's the best. The telephone one gives me chills because I don't see the nonverbals, how you react, how you see. I want to see you, the one-on-one. Let's do group therapy here. Maybe every Thursday that you're presenting this program. Why don't you do a group therapy?
Let's actually do a group therapy
before in the morning, and then everybody goes back to work.
Yeah.
Support each other.
We do welcome that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to do a group therapy after this. We need that.
And you don't know what will come out of all these people.
Yeah.
And you think you know someone. You don't. Unless they start peeling. You see the kitungu?
Yes.
When you start
the
peeling,
onions,
I'm telling you, the tears will come.
Thank you so much, Clemencia. Oh my God. I've today been pata chills. I'm still feeling it, but I also love the fact that I've learned. And moving forward, I'll ask the right questions.
Yeah.
You know, and when somebody's reaching out, I'm able to know, like, what are those signs? Are they withdrawing? Are they not doing the things that they used to do back then? How do I get them back to the normal self? Prevention is better than cure.
And people at times feel that they are trapped in these relationships. Do you know a trap? How do I get out?
We will have you again because a lot
so
of people
much.
are trapped in relationships. That's a conversation that we need to have.